Roshan here, and we just teleported from Thammasat to the Raja Mangala Stadium where Australia ended Syria's Olympic dream. It ended goalless at 90 minutes after the 90-minute whistle, went to extra time. Tory broke the deadlock at the 100th minute. Would you say it was a pretty even contest, Roshan, with Australia, of course, getting the better of it in the end?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be about right, I guess. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting of matches for the neutral, but you expect coming into the knockout stages to have games like that where it's a little bit cagey at times, both sides perhaps not wanting to take too much of a risk. I thought Australia, as usual, were trying to boss more of the possession. We're trying to take the game to Syria. Syria were looking to then use the ball and the spaces in those counter-attacking situations. So yeah, you know, I guess at the end of it, it was a fair result because I think Australia were the side when it came into extra time. We're trying to push a little bit more and looking for that winner. It was a great ball played in through, lovely run by Alassane Toure, and he kept his composure. Really neat finish underneath the goalkeeper, very tight angle, and found the back of the net. And I think Australia deservedly go through.
Syria going back home, but Aiman Hakim should be proud of his team's performance at this competition, shouldn't he?
Yes, he can be proud of their performances. Unfortunately, you know, again, the goal for all the teams here is making it to at least the Olympics, and unfortunately for them, wasn't quite enough. But I think in their overall, the performances, getting out the what was a tough group for them. You know, I think surprising a few people along the way, making it very difficult for sides to break them down. And I think, you know, they pushed Australia all the way here as well. So yeah, I think there's some positives for them to take going forward. I think some of the players will be nice to keep an eye on them moving ahead. The likes of Barakat, for example, you know, he looks like he's got a big, bright future ahead of him with the Syrian international side as well. So, you know, there's some players here and there. Mesha in central midfield look quite good. I still quite like the look of Faris Arnaud in central defence and Yusuf Muhammad in there. So several players to keep an eye out on as the years go by, to just have a look at how they progress.
In the earlier kickoff at Thammasat, it was Saudi Arabia who advanced to the last four. Sadly, we say goodbye to the host nation Thailand as they lost 1-0. A commendable effort though for the War Elephants, if not for that mistake in the box.
Yeah, you know, I think it was a good effort by Thailand in this competition, and I have to give credit to the Thai fans here who have been fantastic whenever they've come out here at the Raja Mangala and at the Thammasat Stadium in that game. You know, they've supported their side through it all. They've been absolutely fantastic, and I think they've got a team in there that they can be proud of. You know, I think Thailand showed us, you know, in certain matches how good they can be. The issue for them is trying to sustain that level of performance, you know, not just showing it in bits and parts of a game, not just showing it in the first half, for example, and then falling away in the second. Need to try and maintain a level of consistency throughout matches. Yeah, you know, we can talk about that decision. I thought it was the correct decision because the foul went all the way into the penalty area, and it was given. Saudi Arabia had big chances in that game as well. You know, I think Al Hamdan, for some reason, seemed to be trying his best to miss opportunities. But eventually he stepped up, put the penalty away, and Saudi Arabia make their way through.
Yep, congrats to them, making the final four. And tomorrow, Sunday, Roshan, it's Korea Republic who will find out their fate first against Jordan. Korea Republic have never failed to qualify for the Olympics since the year 1988. Do you see it going any differently this year?
I think on paper, I think Korea Republic look incredibly strong. I like the way they've been playing since the start of the campaign up until now, and you know, I think they go into this obviously as favourites here. You know, as the other side that will be the underdogs in this one. I think Korea Republic have such good quality in their squad. They've got good depth in there, players that can make a big difference. So you know, I think they go into it as favourites. But again, I will say, you know, you get small moments in matches. You know, you get a counter attack that goes your way. Perhaps an opposition player gets sent off. You score a goal from a set-piece situation, there's always hope. You know, if it was a situation where one side was obviously sort of going to win, which never happens, then there's no point playing the game. So I think, you know, there's always an opportunity for the opposition there. But Korea Republic do go in as favourites, and if they don't go through, it will be very disappointing for them.
And in the later kickoff, it will be UAE who face Uzbekistan at the Raja Mangala Stadium. Now, the two sides met in a friendly last November. It ended 2-1 to UAE. Do you think things will be any different for Julovic's side this time?
Yeah, I think friendly matches are always a little bit different from, you know, a competitive game. And I think, you know, they'll realize what's at stake here. Both sides will realize what's at stake here. You know, they're 90 minutes or 120 minutes or penalties away, whatever, from you know, going into the semi-finals, which then gives them a really good opportunity of qualification for the Olympics. So there's going to be a big fight. I expect an increase and improvement in the performance levels of Uzbekistan. Been a little bit poor in the group stages, so I expect them to show us a lot more of themselves in this game against the UAE, who will be a tough challenge as well.
All right, thanks for that, Roshan. Tomorrow, another full day of quarterfinals, sorry. And we'll see who gets to join Saudi Arabia as well as Australia. Until then, do follow us on all our social platforms at AFC. And thanks for watching. Good night.